Alright, good morning guys. So this is like a little part 2 of the last video we did, how to skin a squirrel. Today I shot a couple squirrels and now I'm in the process of getting the tails done up. So I'm going to show you how to debone the tails, squirrel tail, so it goes from this to looking like this. Just like you would buy and use for a keychain, okay? So, the very first thing that you're going to need, which if you have one of these, it works a lot better. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to show you the Harry the Homeowner way. A bench vise. Most of us have them. I've got like 4 of them. Alright, most of us have a bench vise. If you have a garage or a shop, you have a bench vise. I am going to show you the Harry the Homeowner way if you do not have a bench vise. You're going to need a workbench or something to obviously work on. And preferably, if most workbenches will have a lip on it. Mine is a big industrial, an old industrial woodworking bench. So I do not have a lip. As you can see, I have grate on the front of my workbench. So what I've done is I've just nailed a flat board to the top of my bench to where it overhangs so I can use clamps. You don't have to use bar clamps, you can use C clamps, it really doesn't matter. For this video I'm just going to use bar clamps. So I just did one of them, okay, but all you need to do in order to accomplish this, we'll get the old tail out. See, this is what it's going to look like after you take the hide off of it. You literally just have a tail. So all you're going to do, say we're going to do this tail next, you're going to want to make sure that you have enough meat sticking out of the tail when you skin it out to have something to clamp to. So, poor man Harry the Homeowner doesn't have a bench vise, so he has the edge of his workbench. All you're going to do is take the tail, take another flat piece of board, and you're going to put it over top of it, over top of the tail. Spread your bar clamps or C clamps out, and you're going to tighten it down. Now, when you tighten these down, you're going to be able to hear the bones crack. That's good. That's what you want. All right, listen. All right, and a lot of times this tail will actually look like it comes alive. All right, see how it's curled just like a tail would, like a squirrel's tail would be. That's obviously the tendons and everything. You're squeezing and compressing and breaking those bones. It's making the tail curl up. That's normal. That's going to happen. Now, there's 2 ways of doing this. A lot of the times, I just use my hands. Let me see if I can get you over here a little bit better so you can actually see what the hell is going on. Of course, I have nothing to really prop you up on. A lot of times I can do this by my hand. Obviously, you want the bone part to be in there. And the clamped, and you literally are just going to take your fingers, you're going to work the skin back. While I work the skin back, I make sure that the tail is out straight. If you have a bind in it, you have a chance of ripping the tail. Just go slowly, wrap your fingers around it, keep tension on the bone. So you're literally just peeling the skin right off of this bone, pulling the tail out. Now you have a perfectly good squirrel tail. A lot of times I take a Q-tip with salt, run the Q-tip down inside with salt on the Q-tip, and it literally will salt the inside of this tail. That is literally how easy this is to do. So there's another squirrel tail. Obviously, you see the tail is left. It is nothing but bone and what little meat there is. Okay, so we'll do one last tail. I have this one. Okay, I'll show you again. Lay the tail on here, take your flat piece of wood. Lay it on top of the boned part. Take your clamps. Clamp them down. Okay. Now listen. You hear the bones cracking? That's what you want. That is good. That means you are clamping it tight enough to where it is going to grip. All right. Now watch me again. Right here's the bone. Right here is the lip of the skin. Take it, wrap your fingers around it, just like you would an udder. I know a lot of you guys don't understand that, how to grab an udder, but that's how I refer to it as. Like you're grabbing an udder, keeping pressure on the bone, and you're literally just peeling the tail off. Fold it out. There you go. Perfectly good squirrel tail. Okay. As you get good and you get fast with them, you can do quite a few squirrel tails in very little time. Like I said before, I do understand people keep squirrel tails, which is why I'm doing this video for you guys. Squirrel tails do bring a little bit of money. I do sell squirrel tails. I don't do them as much as I used to when I was younger. I really enjoyed salting and tanning hides when I was younger. I still enjoy doing it now. It's just finding time to really salt and tan hides now is, you know, when you get older, you have kids, stuff like that. You don't really have time to do it. But I figured since I'm doing up squirrel tails, this was a perfect time to show you guys how to debone a squirrel tail. The next step after this, what I personally do, get a cup of salt, and I take a Q-tip, the opening of this squirrel tail, I'll take a Q-tip and put salt in, and I'll start packing it with salt, with a Q-tip. Do not use a toothpick. A toothpick will poke through the hide and it will ruin it. Q-tips work very well. You want to salt the hide. You want to salt the inside of it. There's still a little bit of meat and stuff inside of here that will start to make this tail decay and rot. So you definitely want to salt it. If nothing else, please at least salt it. But guys, I figured that would be a great little video for anybody interested in how to do squirrel tails, how I've always done them growing up. I know a lot of people use 2 flat pieces of stick, wrap it around the squirrel tail, and then pull it off. I've never really been a fan of that. I've always been able to just do it with my fingers. So that's just a little way of how I do it. It's my little input, and it's how I am showing you how to make your own squirrel tails. So like always, guys, you all are awesome. I love you. Until next time, I'll see you later. Like and subscribe. See ya.